excuses and you know I be on top of things. Punctual my proper name. On the dot is not your aim. Although we in love, we are not the same. I hit you on that celly. You said you needed 5, that was more than 12 ago. Claim you got your hands tied, time stuck like Velcro. Georgia peach on east side like it's ATL. You lacking, you tripping, you slacking, impatient, be waiting, confused like what happened. How you get attitude cause I'm getting mad. And a half, and on top of that, I gotta get gas out of free. Is you doing? We gotta dip, 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 dip. Cardi, yeah. Watch your tick, 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 tick. Waiting for that last minute for your hell. Now stop playing games, go and bring your downstairs. Come on, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Cause you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting's on my time. Come on, girl, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Cause you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting's on my time. Took me 20 to get ready. Shower moisturizer and the fit I had on yesterday. Uniform necessities, multiples of everything. Now your neighbor wanna come and speak to me like,
hey, how you doing? I ain't too bad.
ha 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 ha. Hit her with a few fake laughs. She talking my ear off. It's sympathy I lack. I care about one thing. Where the at? Anyway, gotta pay a little more. If we late to the jet, got a jet cause the boat leave at 8. And we got some fur on the upper deck in the orchestra. Gon' play a score for every Pablo project. You ain't scared to change cause it's ain't coming out your pockets. My fruity and slick. I'm rude a little bit. Don't be acting so appalled. Oh, y'all girl, let it put so much into tonight. And you just don't care. Now stop playing games. Gun, bring your downstairs. Come on, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Tonight, just don't care. Playing games, girl, bring your downstairs.
I left something in the house.
It's alright, man.
You go to court.
Cool. I be going there like deposit. You don't really brag about it when you know you got it. Real hard to read a nigga hooked on phonics. Say a lot of things and never catch like Sonic. Zoom, I'm gone. When I'm in my zone and get it going Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like...
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Oh, and how about this? An onside kick to start the game. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2 hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway.
Pulls it in at the 13. And his guys will get the football right at the 20.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. They go play action with Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman finding room at midfield and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Play action. It's Jackson. He's got a man complete. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They go play action now. Jackson. And he fires one incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. 4th down, here's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. 1st and 10 here for Trubisky and the Steelers at their own 21. They'll start out here with the option left. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Trubisky now, the throw on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact dropped the ball 3, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They get this out quickly to the left side. And he is going to have a Ravens 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. T.J. Watt, the all-pro, in there to take him down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3's in. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. He'll let it fly for Austin.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get in space out there to set up a return, and remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Play action. Now Jackson. Dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing is Jackson. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Tyson Alualu gets in there and drops it.
Tucker's kick is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start the drive with Harris. Calais Campbell on the stop.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
And he stopped immediately there. On 3rd down, Trubisky. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman.
35 yards.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Tucker with the extra point. And the lead now stands at 13. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Pulls it in at the 13. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On first down, Trubisky. Open man, that's the tight end fire move. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now second and 11 from the 32. Throwing here, Trubisky. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Won't be easy here after that sack. Now you got Trubisky and the Steelers facing a third and long. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
What did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they have little chance of winning this one.
They're going on fourth down. It's Trubisky. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Jackson now. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. They're going for it with Dobbins. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. First and 10 here for Trubisky and the Steelers at their own 27. Harris will start the drive out, and he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. To throw on second and 6, Trubisky. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a first and 10 all the way down at the 35. And he'll fight Trubisky. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Easy here after that sack. Trubisky and the Steelers facing a third and long. And he's going to go down again. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Fourth down. Here's Trubisky. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens would extend their lead here just before halftime. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Pulls it in at the 13. And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground to give himself up. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Pulls it in at the 13. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Play action. Now Trubisky. Looking deep downfield. He's got it at the 15. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 47 yards. They'll get this quickly out to Claypool. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with second and a couple. Claypool with another catch. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working with it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first.
We may be looking at the scoreboard. This offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Jackson. That's going to be caught. It's James Prochet. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the Steelers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got in it.
And now here's another interception. Kyle Hamilton. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with a football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Trubisky. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6th one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play action now. Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. 4th down. Here's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. The drive will start with an option goal. Here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2nd down from the 9. From the gun, it's Trubisky. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Harris. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Again, it's Harris, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. And they run with Harris off the option. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Trubisky, they're going to throw for it. Sliding out of the pocket. And it'll be intercepted.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
And they'll begin by running the option. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. On 3rd, here's an option play right. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They go play action with Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I'll pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, stay close, I'm that shining the light. I can make an earthquake nervous, I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night, that's still my breath is a storm, I bet. I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. Hey, I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise.
we are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Tonight, we've got a good AFC matchup on tap between the Buffalo Bills and the Los Angeles Chargers. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he returns this to the 22. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On first down, Justin Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. On second down, Eckler. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll go again with Kelly. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 7-yard line.
After the run, now Herbert to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They'll talk about a rhythm breaker right there. They've been moving the ball well. Drive it started beautifully. That one's going to hurt.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch.
Finding space at the 40. Big strides, look at him go. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs.
Down inside the 10.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. From his own end zone, Herbert. forced out of bounds on the other side of the field. A big play there for LA. 54 yards. We're scoreless after one. Herbert on first down now. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15. Just a yard or two shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Chargers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. Touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Allen going to keep it again. And some space here. A big pickup of 38. What a run there. I mean, you've got speed, elusiveness, escapability, all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached to get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on...
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. Going deep here for Allen. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to have it here just past the 25. Before we came up to the booth, Last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. Great effort by Derwin James on the stop.
At the 38-yard line.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Knox there, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Singletary, they'll run for it. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Forced out to his left. He'll get this to Eckler. On the move past the 40. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, it's Herbert. And this one too low.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
And that's into the hands of Eckler. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 21. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Justin Hopkins for the Charger field goal.
Hopkins' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gutton and Charles Davis.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
And the Bills
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Singletary going to get the handoff. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To the air, Allen.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he is going to have a Bills first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A handoff on the option to Singletary.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Now Allen. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Sebastian Joseph Day showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Airing one out for Crowder. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Chargers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
The Charger drive about to get going.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Here's Herbert. And this one's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert.
Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Herbert off of play action. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll start out here with the option left. Now a carry here for the fullback. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Reggie Gilliam.
A 16-yard touchdown run.
And the Bills take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. So it took them a little while, Charles, but now they have their first points of the game, and they come here in this 3rd quarter.
And more often than not, Brandon, when that happens, you find yourself down 21, 28 points and not really with a lot of hope, but with that touchdown, they're right back in this game.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. The Charger drive about to get going.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
He was brought down by Von Miller.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Herbert in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Micah Hyde comes flying in from safety for the sack.
Safety blitz, such a fun play call to witness when it works. And the deep man can get home for a sack. Great timing by him. Interception earlier in this contest. Now a sack. He's definitely campaigning for Player of the Week honors, isn't he, partner?
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Play action. It's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
Buying time to his left. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 19. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are right back in this football game. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position.
On 2nd down, there's the option going left. And he is going to lose yardage here.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. They'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield.
This will wind up a loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, they just can't get off the ground. And that play, they wound up losing yardage.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he is going to have the Bills 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Here's Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
A gain of 14. And the Bills 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage. But
oh, no, he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he is going to lose yardage here. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Allen going to give to Singletary on the option.
How about this defense for a 3rd straight play? He's going nowhere. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter.
Bit of a pressure spot here for Tyler Bass.
This for the lead in the final. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Herbert now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Now Herbert. Slant route going to be caught by Palmer. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
Feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important, but just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. 1st down, and they stick with Eckler. He will push his way down to about the 14. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And a sack. They get to him defensively, but the flag comes.
What you waiting for? Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Tell the chauffeur to open Mercedes door. Put the pedal to metal and made it soar. She was, but I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. It feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a Magnum Opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Mama, I'm on the big screen. I took a big swing out of life. I'm doing big things in my life. I deserve 6 rings like a Mike. I've got no sleep. I remember when it was the nosebleeds. Now they captured the fashion from flow seats. I'm a whole king. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a Magnum Opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Ooh, it's trouble in paradise. So let's parachute where the air's nice. And let's risk it all on the paradise. But she just wanna make sure her hair's nice. That's fair, right? I just fell in love with a prima donna. The 2023 Madonna. I mean, your honor, I was minding my business until she gave me complete nirvana. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a Magnum Opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Nobody really cares. Nobody really cares.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded All your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call hit boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Superdome in downtown New Orleans.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Cleveland Browns and the New Orleans Saints.
Boys make major moves, still the same ones that I came with. Up in a payment, told you we nothing to play with. Guess some things unchangeable. Me and my thirst insatiable. Till we all big time. Face on my rollie on big time. Facing my goals, that's a big climb. Still my flow is unshakable. Run it up, I cannot quit it. I need it, I ain't where I wanna be. I can admit it. Never submitting, I'm fighting my darkest of thoughts. I am a force. I harbor the light that's inside of my heart. I write in my art and give you my story. You are the witness. I came on a mission to give you my pain and give you my glory. This time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining. Nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears. But I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans.
Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the New Orleans Saints.
Ready to get us started, it's Cade York.
And we are underway from the Superdome.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 27.
Throwing right away is Winston. There's Chris Olave.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up second down.
As this game goes on, because with him the ball in space on drag routes just like and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Action now, Winston. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Here on their opening drive, this is 3rd and 9. Jameis to throw it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
Now Winston on 4th down. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And this one is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. With Jackson Winston, this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Maybe a free play for Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability...
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is picked up by the Saints. So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. Yeah, he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On 3rd down, Winston. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Winston to throw for it on 4. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. Runs over it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, 25 yards. And the Browns take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter for a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Well, that's true. You've said that before. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Winston out to throw on first down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. Now Winston. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. 6-0 our score after 1.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Browns drive about to get started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Watson. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Watson. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez to punt this thing away. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
On play action, Winston under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Anthony Walker, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Working out of the gun, Winston. Steps away. The pressure too great, and he goes down once more. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. 4th down, Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Watson going to keep it again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The offense on third down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Winston. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the fumble recovery has set up an ideal field position where they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Here's Chubb on the read option, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Second down, here's Chubb again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From the 50, it's Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Here we go on 4th. Watson. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And this defense will take over right at midfield. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Another try after the first down sack. Winston. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench into what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Third and long for Winston. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Play fake. Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 23. 3 first-half interceptions now. And, Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out, got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Watson now to throw. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Donovan Peoples-Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns would extend their lead here just before halftime. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken from about the 12.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Kamara with a first down run, but he's unable to get back to the line of scrimmage as the push-up field was strong defensively.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Final play of the half here, Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Both teams going through their final halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football. And to bring you the second half from the Superdome, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. We saw this franchise do this back in the 2009 Super Bowl. The Saints will start the second half with an onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front, the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play. The force him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Browns. David Njoku, 43 yards. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Always important to get the first score in the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Off the play fake, Winston. Looking long for Thomas. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Greedy Williams picks it off.
And the Browns are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Paulson and Debo. And the Saints are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Now this offense, yeah, they keep wanting more and more and more, but they've kind of got to be careful here, CD. I mean, we're still in the third quarter. This game isn't over yet.
I would agree with you there because while they've had all kinds of success and hit on some deep balls like this, the one thing they can't do is start to get loose with the football. A lot of time left, as you mentioned, and if they keep turning it over, they'll bring them back into the game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
And the Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Play action now, Winston. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
The tackle made back at the 39-yard line.
After the sack on 1st down, Winston. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
It's a gain of 15 yards and moves to 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas hauling in the Jameis Winston throw. And the Saints get a bit closer. Great corner round there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking them right to that corner.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Marcus May with a pick. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting him in jeopardy right now.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They go play action. Winston. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Winston. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
On 3rd down, Winston. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Winston to throw for it on 4th. And this is caught inside the 5. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Winston sneaking it, and he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Saints have got it back to within a score.
Lutz for the extra point, and this is back to a 5-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Out of the gun, Watson.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by John Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. First down, Watson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
First down, it's Watson. And that is incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Trying to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
A pitch back. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one. And carrying the ball, he's becoming more of a Bally's guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Here's Chubb on the read option.
And a tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Here's Chubb on the read option.
To Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Got to kick it, right? I mean, even the short yardage, you boot this thing, don't you?
Yeah, but I know how aggressive you are. I know what you want. You want to go for it, don't you? You're feeling it, aren't you?
Yeah, but treat it like a football game, not like Madden.
I like that. Fight the temptation. Kick the field goal, because if you go for it and don't get it, you put a lot on your defense in a short amount of time.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
And the Saints, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Amos to throw it. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. That's good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. Touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Browns drive about to get started. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, Watson. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner. We watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Watson on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
And this one's on a gain of 4 and 41. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete.
It's a turnover on down.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Again, it's Kamara. A solid stiff arm. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 64 yards on the ground for him so far. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And some room to work. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined in that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
The ball down at the 1 as they come up after the penalty. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Jameis Winston with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Saints are able to build on to their fourth-quarter lead.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
They'll turn to Kamara, and he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Watson into the hands of Cooper. And they're able to get this one across the 35. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now Watson. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw, Watson. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Yeah. Sound like some superheroes. Some black superheroes. Oh yeah. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
Mind state and I keep in a degree. You can label me a Huey P.